And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. You look at the Pacers. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs.
And right now for the Pacers, they've been ruthless competitors all season long. I mean, they've assured themselves of plenty of home games in the postseason. Let's see if they can take advantage.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. They've got Nikola Jokic, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Powell. Then it's Michael Porter, and it's Green in at the 4 slot. And for Denver, Miles Turner out there with Steven Adams. Then it's Green, then it's Franz Wagner, and it's Jones in at the 3. There has been a lot of discussion about the length of the NBA season. GA, do you think 82 games is the right number?
Well, I do. It's worked well for over 50 years, so why change it? And if we do change it, it affects records and how we compare the game across eras.
Well, that's a good sign for Wagner. He's working to become a more consistent shooter from outside.
Powell kicks to Jokic. Offline with his 3. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a win against the Warriors.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Porter, drives to the hoop. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
Well, the defense has to respect Porter Jr.'s jump shot, and that opens up the lane.
Green against Adams. Wagner outside. Adams with the screen on Powell. Wagner passes to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Well, the playmaking ability of Wagner is special. He can cut apart defenses with his passing skills.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Jones, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. The Pacers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. First one falls for him.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Caught up with Coach Michael Malone. He immediately mentioned that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, is at the top of their scouting report. He told me the key to stopping SGA is defending without fouling. Easier said than done, but try to keep him off the free throw line. And try, emphasis on try, to make Shai a jump shooter. A very tall task. Guys?
Thanks, David. And it's Wagner missing.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Nuggets have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. We have a chance now to look at the teams that have created the most points off turnovers this season. Number one, the Pacers.
You know, it's not just the turnovers they're forcing. I mean, they're converting at the other end, and you know what? It puts a lot of pressure on you to play perfect.
Jones looking for an opening. Looking to end the run, and Wagner lays it in. Wagner's got 5 now.
Well, you have to deny the entry to Wagner. He's just automatic around the rim.
Here's Jokic, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, you want to be aggressive and get the other guys on their heels.
Now, here's Wagner. He really played well in that last game against Golden State. Pass to Turner. Shot clock at 5. Denver needs to get off his shot. Porter with the steal. Powell in the high post. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's blocked.
Well, that's impressive defense by Wagner. He gets himself into great position.
And it's sent back by Jokic. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Pacers. 4-point game. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
You know, it seemed like once it went to overtime, the confidence from both teams just really seemed to go in opposite directions. And unfortunately for them, they were on the wrong side of that equation.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Indiana.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
And the first one at the line is good. Last season, Stan, Jokic passed LeBron's all-time triple-double mark. And he did it stunningly in 813 fewer games.
Yeah, now it's really possible, Kevin, that he's going to end up at the top of that triple-double list by the time his career's over. He's got the big O and Westbrook in his sights. You know, don't sell this guy short. He can do it almost any night.
Now, here's Wagner. 5 points in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander against Green. And it's Green with the jam.
And what you just love about Green, a guard who works with or without the ball, can break you down in so many ways.
Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Turner, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
And not a regular spot for Turner, but he shot with confidence, and that's what matters.
Jokic with his screen on Jones. Pass to Green. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good work defensively by Jones. The Nuggets trail by 4. And the wide open shot from Green. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Green's got 5 points so far. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Now here's Green. 23 points for him the last game against the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the scoring. He had a bunch of assists, too, affecting the offense in so many ways.
Nice find by Gilgeous-Alexander. He reads the floor so well.
And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
And now a chance to take a look at the numbers for Gilgeous-Alexander. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month, averaging 34 points, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds. And with the ball in his hands, he is an outstanding distributor.
Well, he is so unselfish. That's why guys love playing alongside him. That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Powell, no one around him. Off target from three-point range. The Nuggets trail by 4. Outside Jones. Wagner outside. Pass to Green. Back to Wagner. Green against Gilgeous-Alexander. And Green gets it to go. Green's got 7 points in the game.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Austin Reeves is checked in for Franz Wagner. And Indiana with a change here too. Caldwell Pope's checked in. Jones against Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from way outside. Good D by Jones.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Adams outside. Outside, Green. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Green, no luck.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Green. Jokic sets the screen for Green. Fires the 3. Jokic with the bucket.
Well, he obviously came in ready to play, already hitting 4 of his first 5 shots.
Turner with the screen for Green. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Green, no luck. Indiana leading by 4. And looking back, Coach, how great was it to see the Nuggets win their first title back in 2023?
One of the great NBA stories, Kevin. It was huge. It was a moment years in the making. That championship meant so much to the city of Denver and its fans.
Green. Reeves with the rebound. And Reeves has got the ball here for Denver. And it's Green slamming it down.
What a nimble move by Green, making it very hard for the defender to stay in front of him.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Indiana's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Green. Stolen by Reeves. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, "I've always felt like I belonged." Goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, is this confidence or cockiness? He told her, "You're basically kind of the same thing." Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you. We know very few players in the league, Stan, can put up points with the ease that Michael Porter Jr. can, don't we?
One of the prettiest shots in the league, Kevin. He's got great size, he's got that high release, and he gets it off quick. When he's shooting it well, he can take over a game.
And he rebounds well, too. He does other things in addition to scoring.
Well, that's where he's really improved, doing those other things.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Nurkic checked in for Jokic. Draymond Green comes in for Porter. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Morris. Indiana leading by 4. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Middleton on the wing. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Makes it off the glass.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
Reeves the pass to Williamson. Reeves with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Denver passing it around. Wagner against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Bagley. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And now let's take a moment to check out the stats for Green. Some nice work from him over the last 10 games. And he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
As we've seen, he's a difficult defender to bring the ball up against. Quick feet, quick hands, always looking to force a mistake.
And the game Bagley has reminds me a little bit of Chris Bosh, a sweet lefty who plays with force and passion.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Reeves the pass to Williamson. Bagley with a screen on Middleton. Here's Williamson, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Chris Middleton.
Well, getting in Zion's way is really a recipe for contact. You know he won't hold back.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Williamson. Greg, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
Now, here's Wagner. To the inside, Reeves. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Jones has got 3 assists tonight. Inside, here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
And you can't allow Nurkic to get that kind of position. When you do, he is going to rattle that rim.
Reeves finds Williamson. 32 seconds left in the first. 6 to shoot. Deep 2 from Wagner. He can't get it to go. Indiana leading by 5. Down low. Green in the post. He's defended by Wagner. And they get it back. Nurkic dishes to Caldwell Pope. Green with a screen on Jones. Here's Caldwell Pope. Jokic firing on all cylinders for the Pacers. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
Yeah, this defensive game plan is working very well, putting constant pressure on the offense and forcing a lot of mistakes.
Indiana leading. Austin Reeves out there with Zion Williamson. And there's Miles Turner. Then there's Marvin Bagley. And it's Wagner in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Denver shooting well, 50% from the floor. Outside Turner. To the paint. Here's Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
Already one of the most powerful dunk artists in the history of this game. Mount Zion.
Middleton outside. Launches a three. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Middleton's got the lead up to 8 now for the Pacers. Reeves the pass to Williamson. Turner trying to free himself up. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. So, Coach, thinking about Zion Williamson and his impact on the game, sometimes his playmaking can be overlooked a little bit.
Yeah, Kevin, this guy is really unselfish, and I think Zion actually relishes setting up teammates for shots more than he likes to score. He knows he's going to draw a lot of attention, and he creates shots for his team.
Just hearing you talk, I know you really like him, even personally, don't you? You love him as a player, but personally you like him.
Just a great person.
And he sinks the second. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Here's Prince. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. And checking out some numbers for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
Pass to Jokic.
Nice contest by Turner, one of the top interior defenders in our league, as good a shot blocker as anyone.
Now here's Wagner, following the miss by Jokic. Bagley with a wide open look. The three-pointer no good.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
Here's Jokic. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The Nuggets trail by 9. Stolen by Middleton. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. Turner against Morris. To the inside. 8 feet away. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Jokic has got 12 points in the game.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Wagner on the wing. Bagley sets a screen for Wagner. Shot from the low block. The Pacers pull it in. Jokic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
A solid passer and rebounder, but it's really scoring where Middleton shows up big. He can be just relentless on that end of the floor.
The Nuggets have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. To the middle. Here's Wagner. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. He's got 7.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Prince, the pass to Jokic. Just 5 on the clock. From deep, Prince. And the Pacers can't get it to go. The Nuggets trail by 10. Williamson outside. Pass to Turner. This one for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Turner's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Love seeing this. Turner just rising and firing with no hesitation. Have to respect the confidence he's playing with.
Now, here's Jokic. 29 points for him last game against Utah.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the scoring. He had a bunch of assists, too, affecting the offense in so many ways.
Now, here's Wagner, following the miss by Jokic.
What concentration there from Wagner, accepting the contact and still finding a way to capitalize.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Bagley. Jones comes in for Austin Reeves. And Jalen Green subbed in for Williamson. The Pacers also changing it up. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Prince. Norman Powell comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Morris.
Well, we talk a lot about Porter Jr.'s jump shot, his ability to space the floor, but I like his rebounding as well.
And Porter drops them both. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 6. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. The basket counts and one. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
The Pacers have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. These players have been dominant on the glass in their last 10 games, leading the NBA in rebounding. Jokic is second.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
Jones finds Green. Wagner on the wing. Here's Turner, and Turner throws it down.
Hard to stop Turner in close. As soon as he has prime positioning, he is going for the slam.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Jokic with the screen on Wagner. Powell. And that one drops. Powell's got 8 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Green passes to Adams. Here's Jones. Turner with a screen for Green. Second chance shot. The shot by Turner no good. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Jokic. Poke loose. And Adams kicks to Jones. Wagner outside. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Puts up a three. Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Pacers leading by 9. Middleton outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Jokic outside.
An elite rim protector and shot blocker. Turner excels at rising up and denying those shots.
And Indiana making a change here. Green's checked in. Gilgeous-Alexander against Jones. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Pacers lead by 11.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
The Nuggets with another miss. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Porter kicks to Powell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players, and it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop. Well, that's great concentration by Jones. He is mentally tough.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And they have really leaned on his free throw shooting at times this season. He's been there for them, too, with 88% from the line.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, it's a cliche, but the Nuggets certainly have strong values. Coach Michael Malone says, open and honest conversation. That's the best way to have a real team. We talk about family a lot in our locker room. Families don't always get along, but they have to communicate. All the guys that are willing to speak up, that's invaluable. Kevin?
You can't put a price on it, David. Thank you. And Jones slams it in.
Well, when guys like Jones elevate, watch out.
Jones against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Jokic. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Wagner passes to Green, and that one good. Now just a 5-point Pacer lead.
Well, once Green gets inside, he has the body control to adjust to the defender there and finish.
Down low, here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Jones against Powell. Jones kicks to Wagner. Adams sets the pick for Wagner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Such a wide open look. Wagner's got 13.
Yeah, he's picking it up here in the second quarter after a slow start.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Powell. Outside, Green. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Green's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. The Nuggets trail by 7. Adams outside. Powell against Wagner. Gilgeous-Alexander comes with the double team. And here's Green outside. And again, Denver with the triple.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pacers leading by 4. Green with a screen on Jones. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Franz Wagner, as we know, Stan, came into the league with a splash and hasn't really slowed up since.
Now, Kevin, I think he's surprised a lot of people. He has never played like a young guy. He's always played with the maturity of a veteran guy, and he just keeps getting more and more responsibility. He's handled it well, and then he could become a perennial all-star.
I like that assessment.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy for the Nuggets. Chris Boucher comes in for Turner. And it's Austin Reeves in for Jones. The Pacers also with a sub. Jusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He had a 39-point outing in their last game against Utah.
And on the defensive end, he was extremely disruptive, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Norman Powell.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Koulibaly, he's checked in for Denver. That one drops. He ties it up. 1:29 left to play in the first half. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Nurkic. Now here's Powell. Inside, here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Well, showing off the athleticism. At 6'10", Porter Jr. is a major problem inside.
Back to Wagner. Adams with the screen on Porter. There's Wagner with the three. Pacers with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Last time they met was in Indiana.
Really a disappointing effort. That game could have and should have been closer than it was.
Yeah, look, that's not the kind of performance they would have liked. But the one good thing about this league, the next game's always right around the corner.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Bilal Koulibaly. Jones comes in for Franz Wagner. And Williamson subbed in for Austin Reed. And that one's good. Green.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Nurkic. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Jones.
And he got off to a nice start, but has slowed down here in the second quarter.
Pass to Williamson. Shot clock at 6. Turner with a screen on Powell. Here's Williamson, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
And so it's Jalen Green making highlights for the Denver Nuggets. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone, as the second half approaches, Coach, what are you looking for?
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Hello there, everybody. It's halftime, and right now the Indiana Pacers are in the midst of a good battle.
I like their aggressiveness getting into the line. Cave in the defender's chest, make him blow the whistle.
If you caved in the guy's chest, shouldn't it be called a foul?
No, stop flopping.
Okay, now we've got some time to take a look at the Eastern Conference standings as the postseason comes into view.
And taking a look at the Pacers, they're in good position, definitely among the top teams in the conference.
And just as important as the seeding is how you're playing down the stretch. They're trying to dial it in. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Well, guys, what can you say? Jalen Green, an impressive effort here today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
On the court for Indiana, we've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Porter is out there with Green, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Powell in at the shooting guard position. Going inside, and the dunk by Powell.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Outside, Jones. Wagner against Powell. They get it again. Pass to Wagner. Five on the clock. Moves back up. It counts. And the foul. It's going to be on Jokic.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
Wagner, no good on the free throw. You coach Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Green. Wagner outside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Wagner's got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
Well, that's now his third triple of the game, first here in this second half.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Jones. 8 feet away. And he can't bank that one in. And it's Jones with the ball for the Nuggets. Wagner outside. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Pass to Green. On the wing, Porter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good work defensively by Turner.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Green kicks to Adams for the lead. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Pacers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Jokic. There's Porter with the three. Connects from three-point range. Porter's got 13 points.
Well, that's his game. Porter Jr. is a knockdown shooter off the catch.
Down low. It's blocked. And finished off by Wagner. For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Turner against Jokic. Over Turner. And it's Jokic missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Indiana's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Here's Porter. Sinks that one from the post. Porter's got 5 points in the quarter.
And making it look easy. Even with aggressive coverage, Porter Jr. finds a way to score.
Wagner against Powell. Turner with a screen on Powell. Wagner from long range. That doesn't go either for Wagner. Indiana leading by 3 to the paint. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys. One guy who's been getting it done is Michael Porter.
I mean, he continues to burn them with his scoring. The coaching staff's going to have to come up with a different approach defensively. And a moment here to look at the numbers for Turner. 8th in blocks, and don't forget top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation. That's why he's a top 10 shot blocker. Jokic with the steal. And the dunk by Powell.
Well, credit the defense of Jokic. He turns them over, then quickly starts the break.
The amazing Nikola Jokic, Stan. How fun is this guy for us to watch every time we do a game?
Yeah, he's such an interesting guy, Kevin. He's got so many skills, and he's led the league in touches, but he's near the bottom in how long the ball sticks in his hand, constantly making quick decisions and passes. This guy is really like watching the best we've ever seen.
I would agree. And what a quality to know where to go with the ball when the pressure arrives. Pass to Powell. Jokic with it. Turner covering. Shoots from 8. And it's Jokic missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And with that shot, the Indiana lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Jones. The Pacers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Chris Middleton's checked in for Michael Porter. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the West is stacking up. Taking a look at Denver. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far.
Well, I think for Denver,
They haven't been the dominant force lately that we've kind of come to expect. They're still going to be a factor, though, in the postseason.
Green passes to Middleton. Green with a screen on Green. Shot's good by Middleton. Middleton's got 11.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Wagner passes to Jones. Jokic against Turner. Adams with the screen on Powell. Here's Wagner. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Norman Powell.
Well, throwing his weight around down low. Wagner getting to the line.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Bagley, he's checked in for Turner. And it's Austin Reeves in for Green. And he's good on the second.
Well, you know, at 6'10", Wagner brings a lot of versatility to the court with his scoring, passing, and ability to defend multiple positions.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
And also, they've made it a point to push it off turnovers. They're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
Wagner outside. 6 on the shot clock. Bagley sets a screen for Wagner. No good from outside.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
The Nuggets trail by 4. Reeves the pass to Wagner. And Adams kicks to Jones. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Bagley with the ball. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Wagner missing. Pacers have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Here's Jokic, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. 14 points for Jokic.
Jokic has every shot.
Wagner outside. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Reeves against Middleton. Misses the 3. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. 6-point game. Shoots the 3. Good on the triple. Wagner's got 24.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
Capable of being a very potent scorer, Jokic certainly has looked focused so far in this one.
Pass to Wagner. Bagley with a screen on Powell. To the inside. And finished off by Bagley.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Some changes for Indiana. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Jokic. Taurean Prince comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Norman Powell. Caldwell Pope finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Nurkic. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Middleton for 3. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
Here's Reeves, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander. For Denver, they have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
And just so frustrating for a team when you collectively go cold at the line. And that's happened to them here in the second half.
To the middle. It's stolen by Bagley. And now Jones running the floor all by himself. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
He threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Middleton. A 3-pointer off the mark.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Jones against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Reeves. Bagley sets a screen for Reeves. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Indiana leading by 3. Here's Middleton. The shot's good on the assist by Prince. Middleton's got 16.
And after really leaning on that 3-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior. And so far, going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Middleton dishes to Caldwell Pope. Fires for three. Another miss by Middleton. A tight game here in Denver. Inside.
Not the last time we'll see that. Adams is so powerful and loves to take it to the defense.
The Nuggets have had 15 tries at the line. They've made 10. Koulibaly, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Zion Williamson comes in for Franz Wagner. Indiana's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here for the Nuggets. Jones comes in for Koulibaly. And Jalen Green subbed in for Steven Adams. Jones against Gilgeous-Alexander. Nurkic's screen on Jones. Pass to Middleton. Clock at 6. Knocks down the three ball. Middleton's got 10 points in just the second half.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
There's Green with the 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Middleton outside. Screen by Nurkic. Takes the 3. Middleton can't get it to go. The Nuggets trail by 6. Pass to Reeves. Out to the wing. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Williamson. Back to Reeves. The 3. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
That's just another level to Zion's game that can make him even more lethal.
Screen by Nurkic. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Indiana out in front. They're up by 3. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Koulibaly is out there with Adams. Then it's Austin Reeves. Then there's Williamson. And it's Turner in at the 5 down low. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Middleton the pass to Caldwell Pope. Outside Porter. A 3-ball. Rebound by the Nuggets. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Reeves. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Adams with the screen on Middleton. No one near Reeves as he lets it go. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Nurkic finds Porter. And the 3 off target.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Out to Turner. Pass to Williamson. to take the lead. Porter pulls it in. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Pacers. They lead by 1. Back to Middleton. To the paint. Porter inside. He's defended by Koulibaly. Porter, no luck. On the wing, Koulibaly. Guarded by Porter. Williamson outside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, Zion is a magnet for fouls when he's operating in the paint.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And he makes the first, but misses the second.
Well, he's got to be disappointed that he wasn't able to take the lead, but at least he evened things up.
That one falls.
Great to see Middleton producing like this. You can tell he loves to be a factor in his team's success.
Turner against Nurkic. And Middleton with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Back to Koulibaly. Clock at 4. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. For Indiana, they've gone 104 since the end of the third quarter. The shot's good.
Confident stroke from Jokic. Shot ready on the catch.
Reeves the pass to Williamson. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Back to Reeves for the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got his 4th assist in this one.
You know, Zion doesn't get enough credit for how he shares the ball. He is a really good passer.
Free throw, good. Jokic. And Jokic drops them both.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Williamson against Caldwell Pope. From deep, Reeves. The Pacers pull it in. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Down low, here's Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
And you know what makes Zion so much fun is that I don't think there's a comp for him. The combination of power and skill, you throw in that he's a lefty, and we've never seen someone like him in the league.
Shots good by Middleton.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Middleton against Reeves. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Pass to Middleton. There's the triple. Denver grabs the miss. Turner's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. On the wing, Reeves. Here's Williamson. Cans the 12-footer. Williamson's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, there, instead of forcing the issue, Zion takes what the defense gives him.
Pass to Jokic. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Turner. A shake. Here's Reeves. Great D that time from Nurkic. Pacers leading by 3. Porter finds Middleton. Caldwell Pope outside. To the inside. Jokic rising up.
Well, run into Jokic too hard on the screen, and you'll be on the bench for a while.
Williamson against Caldwell Pope. Williamson, the pass to Reeves. Williamson, a screen on Middleton. Here's Reeves. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
And he can't get the first one. And the Nuggets with some changes. Franz Wagner's checked in for Adams. Jones comes in for Coulibaly. And Jalen Green subbed in for Williamson. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Indiana. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And the second free throw, good.
Listen, they're still right in this thing. Missing that free throw, though, keeps this a 2-possession deficit.
Outside, Green. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his 7th assist in the game. Green inside. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Back to Reeves. The Nuggets with another miss. And so Green will bring it up for Indiana. 7-point differential. To the middle. And Jokic slams it in.
Another bucket from Jokic. He could dominate scoring-wise every night if he wanted to. He is that good.
Pass to Reeves. From the arc. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first 2 quarters, he certainly made up for it with his play in the second half.
And a wide open look for Porter. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Nuggets have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the 4th quarter. Turner for 3. Another 3 for Denver.
And the uniqueness of Turner, an elite shot blocker who has deep range on that jumper.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
Norman Powell's checked in for the Pacers.
What's up?
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
The Nuggets trail by 6. Wagner outside. Turner with the screen for Wagner. And a miss there on the triple. Indiana's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the 4th. Jokic kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands how to draw contact, especially when he's looking to score.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him.
And as a team, they're hovering around the high 80s from the free throw line. They've gotten better as the game has gone along, which is exactly what you want to see.
That one misses. The Nuggets trail. Pass to Wagner. Turner with it. Now Reeves. Outside, Jones. Jones sets the pick for Reeves. Hits the 3-point bomb. Reeves has got 16 here in the second half.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Jokic. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Porter against Jones. For 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 rebounds in the game. Powell for 3. Good work defensively by Reeves. The Nuggets trail by 4. Here's Wagner. A rebound by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Jokic. Porter against Jones. Porter kicks to Green. And it's Green with the jam.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. Denver making a switch here. Adams checked in. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for the Pacers. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, D.A.?
Thanks very much. During that last break, I got a chance to hear what Michael Malone said to his team. The coach told his players, hey, they're feeling the pressure over there. Keep pressing, keep fighting. They're starting to crack. And let's get this game even, guys.
Thanks, David. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Caldwell-Pope with a screen for Powell. High, arcing shot. It's blocked. On the wing, Jones. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Jokic. Outside for Caldwell-Pope. Pass to Jokic. No good that time. Good work defensively by Turner. Jones, the pass to Wagner. To tie it up. And the layup is up and in. Wagner's got it all tied up now for the Nuggets.
Well, no surprise, Wagner is becoming a guy they can go to in big spots.
It's Powell on the wing. Caldwell-Pope pushes to Powell. And it's Jokic in the corner. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Well, what else can you do against Jokic but get as physical as possible defensively?
Austin Reeves is checked in for Denver. He drops the first one, and that gives them the lead.
Well, we've seen very few superstars as unselfish as Jokic. He'll play whatever role is necessary for his team to win.
Tremendous job at the line, as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
Wagner against Caldwell-Pope. And that one's good, Wagner. Wagner's got 32 points in the game.
And this is why they go to Wagner here. He can get them the clutch points.
Jones against Gilgeous-Alexander. Excellent D that time from Jones. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Nuggets. Wagner against Caldwell-Pope to take the lead. And that one is off. In the corner, Powell with it. Jokic sets the screen for Powell. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Reeves. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Austin Reeves picks one up.
And able to get himself to the line. SGA so crafty inside there to get the contact.
Ice in the veins right there. They're one stop away from winning this thing.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Outside, Green to take the lead. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot, no good. So a close game sees Indiana take this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Draymond. When you look at the stat sheet and why things work tonight, what are you looking at the most?
Turnovers. That's the key to the game. Look at turnovers and how many free throws they shot. They weren't able to set their defense. We didn't turn the ball over. We were able to set ours.
All right, David, thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long.